Welcome back, guys. My name is Nick, and in today's video we're going to be reading The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, Chapter 3, The Power of Assumption. We are reading out of the Neville reader right here, and as always, I always have key takeaways towards the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that, and we can have a discussion in the comments as well. So let's go ahead and get right into Chapter 3. Alright, Chapter 3 of The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Chapter 3. Power of Assumption. Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. All that befalls a man, all that is done by him, all that comes from him, happens as a result of his state of consciousness. A man's consciousness is all that he thinks and desires and loves, all that he believes is true and consents to. That is why a change of consciousness is necessary before you can change your outer world. Rain falls as a result of a change in the temperature in the higher regions of the atmosphere. So in like manner, a change of circumstance happens as a result of a change in your state of consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. To be transformed, the whole basis of your thoughts must change. But your thoughts cannot change unless you have new ideas, for you think from your ideas. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. The first step in the renewing of the mind is desire. You must want to be different and intend to be before you can begin to change yourself. Then you must make your future dream a present fact. You do this by assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. By desiring to be other than what you are, you can create an ideal of the person you want to be and assume that you are already that person. If this assumption is persisted in until it becomes your dominant feeling, the attainment of your ideal is inevitable. The ideal you hope to achieve is always ready for an incarnation, but unless you yourself offer it human parentage, it is incapable of birth. Therefore, your attitude should be one in which, having desire to express a higher state, you alone accept the task of incarnating this new and greater value of yourself. In giving birth to your ideal, you must bear in mind that the methods of mental and spiritual knowledge are entirely different. This is a point that is truly understood by probably not more than one person in a million. You know a thing mentally by looking at it from the outside, by comparing it with other things, by analyzing it and defining it, by thinking of it. Whereas you can know a thing spiritually only by becoming it, only by thinking from it. You must be the thing itself and not merely talk about it or look at it. You must be like moth in search of his idol the flame, who, spurred with true desire, plunging at once into the sacred fire, folded his wings within till he became one color and one substance with the flame. He only knew the flame who in it burned, and only he could tell who near till returned. Just as the moth in his desire to know the flame was willing to destroy himself, so must you in becoming a new person be willing to die to your present self. You must be conscious of being healthy if you are to know what health is. You must be conscious of being secure if you are to know what security is. Therefore, to incarnate a new and greater value of yourself, you must assume that you already are what you want to be, and then live by faith in this assumption, which is not yet incarnate in the body of your life, in confidence that this new value or state of consciousness will become incarnated through your absolute fidelity to the assumption that you are that which you desire to be. This is what wholeness means, what integrity means. They mean submission of the whole self to the feeling of the wish fulfilled in certainty, that the new state of consciousness is the renewing of mind which transforms. There is no order in nature corresponding to this willing submission of the self to the ideal beyond the self. Therefore, it is the height of folly to accept the incarnation of a new and greater concept of self to come about by natural evolutionary process. That which requires a state of consciousness to produce its effect obviously cannot be effected without such a state of consciousness, and in your ability to assume the feeling of a greater life, to assume a new concept of yourself, you possess what the rest of nature does not possess: imagination, the instrument by which you create your world. Your imagination is the instrument, the means whereby your redemption from slavery, sickness, and poverty is effected. If you refuse to assume the responsibility of the incarnation of a new and higher concept of yourself, then you reject the means, the only means whereby your redemption, that is, the attainment of your ideal, can be effected. Imagination is the only redemptive power in the universe. However, your nature is such that it is optional to you whether you remain in your present concept of yourself, a hungry being longing for freedom, health, and security, or choose to become the instrument of your own redemption, imagining yourself as that which you want to be, and thereby satisfying your hunger and redeeming yourself. Oh, be strong then, and brave, pure, patient, and true. The work that is yours let no other hand do. For the strength for all need is faithfully given from the fountain within you, the kingdom of heaven. All right, guys, and that was chapter 3 of The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard out of the Neville Reader. So let's go ahead and go through some key points here. All right, so got a few key points for this chapter. So the first one, a change of consciousness is necessary before you can change your outer world. So like we've talked about in previous videos, you must first change the concept of yourself in your mind before you can see it on the outside world. So you must impress your subconscious mind in order to express it in your reality. So a change of circumstance happens as a result of a change in your state of consciousness. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. So again, that goes right back to what we were just saying. All transformation begins with an intense burning desire to be transformed. So if you want a new body, you want to get in shape, you want a new job, you have to have that desire. You have to have that will to want to get that. You know what I mean? For the example of a new body getting in shape, you have to have that energy, that will, that desire to actually get up off the couch and go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go walk around the neighborhood, go get on the treadmill, whatever the case is. You have to have that burning desire within in order to be transformed without. So everything starts from within. Everything starts from within. You must be the thing itself and not merely talk about it or look at it. You must be like the moth in search of his idol, the flame. Just as the moth in his desire to know the flame was willing to destroy himself, so must you, in become a new person, be willing to die to your present self. So, yep, just like we were just saying, in order to become your new version of yourself, you have to basically kill the old version of yourself. You have to completely ignore the current version of yourself no longer exists. Even though it is here in the present now, in your mind, it no longer exists. In your mind, you are the new, transformed, in shape, new job, new car. You are that person. You are dwelling in that consciousness. So you have to die to the old self in order to be reborn into the new self. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I love to engage in this type of conversation, and if anything, you know what I'm saying, is confusing or you'd like me to expand on, we can definitely have a positive discourse in the comment section below. So let's go on, and that is the end of the video, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to smash that like button. Help get this video out to more people. Talking really fast in this video. Tap the subscribe button. Help us get to our current goal of 1,000 subscribers. Fingers crossed, by the time you're actually watching this, we're well past 1,000 subscribers, on our way to 10,000, 100,000, maybe even 1 million. It just depends on when you're watching this. And if you have any questions about anything I talk about on this channel, or any questions about this video, you can always email me directly at info@tycoontalk.xyz, or you can leave a comment in the comment section below. I read all the comments, I check all my emails, and I try to get back to them in a very timely manner for you guys. And let me know any topics you want me to go over and talk more about. That can be anything, anything metaphysical, having to deal with consciousness, credit, cryptocurrency, you know, anything on the channel that I talk about that you think would be interesting to hear from me. Just leave it in the comment section below, and I'll go ahead and make a video about it. And all of my links are also in the description box below. You can follow all my socials, online store, and other resources, my favorite digital assets. Everything is linked in the description box below. And if you like this video, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. I have everything organized beautifully in a playlist. So everything I talk about with credit, everything I talk about with cryptocurrency, consciousness, every topic has its own playlist. So make sure you go over to the playlist section, and you can go ahead and see everything organized. So, you know, one day you might be feeling consciousness, the next day you might want to learn about cryptocurrency. You don't have to go through the channel and, you know, trying to find everything in between all the videos. Everything is already organized for you. So make sure you go ahead and check those out. And that is all, everybody. May infinite abundance flow to you now and forever, my friends. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.